Pay me.
All right, my man. Let them know who you are, man, on Real Talk with Nick.
This is Linzel Vaughn, a.k.a. The Predator. I'm here with Real Talk with my man Nick. Just giving you a little something about me, The Predator. I played ball out here. I ran with some of the baddest cats in the world.
Yeah.
And we had a chance to do a lot of many things.
Now, let me ask you something, Predator, man. You're a Rucker Legend, man. Who was the toughest street ball players you came across, man?
Mookie Wilson, Terminator, Darryl Mack, Master Rob, Mike Boogie, Tip Dog, Helicopter, Imp, Graham, my man McCray, God bless him. There was so many guys that played that game before me and during my era, and the challenge was so great and intense. You just had to bring your game. When you're on that floor, if you don't show up, you're gonna get showed up.
Okay.
And the way the game is played today, they're missing that 1-2 punch. The 1-2 punch is real defense. And not just turning the ball over. These guys didn't carry the ball to get a bucket.
Would you say that for the Knicks as well?
Yeah. They need to turn. They need to slow it down and get back to that kind of game. Because right now, what's really messing the game up, they coming out of college playing zone, making the NBA a zone. No, it's supposed to stay man-to-man like it was before. You graduate, you play junior, you play elementary, junior high school, in college, zone. Now you come to the pros. What changed for you? There's no challenge. You're still in the same pressure, so you coming in doing this. I'm not even sweating because it's regular. 3-point line. All it is a 3-point shot, but there's no defense. Everybody's sitting in the zone. Pros back in the day was, man, I had to meet you 45 feet out. Bring your ass back. Oh, excuse my French.
No, we good. This is Real Talk with Nick,
right,
baby. This is some street shit.
Talking about live games and there's real challenges.
Yeah.
That's why back in the before, God bless Pearl and all them other cats, when it was man-to-man, a lot of them dudes came out of college, couldn't stay in the pros because they had to guard somebody, and they couldn't chase nobody. Now,
once again, comparing NBA basketball to street basketball when we speak of the Rucker, is there any difference, man? Could a pro basketball come to the Rucker during your time and think no, because they pro, they're going to come in there?
When we was playing and these new cats came in there, you're going to have to bring your game too, because you're going to get challenged just like a regular.
So it didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
So who was pro that came to the Rucker and got exposed in your eyes, man?
Well, exposure on the pro level.
Because I heard the stories about Dr. J playing against Joe Hammond.
That's Rucker Park on the weekends. Our classification was entertainers. You know, see, the pro Rucker played Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Entertainers played Monday through Thursday, and 2 different versions of the game, the styles that we played, but their style was basic to all that goodness. Then we came out with a little more to it, but them guys back then with Dr. J and all them had some shit on us too. But when we evolved, we was on some other extra athletical joints going down. There was a whole lot of business going on. And these new cats right now, yeah, you got the Phantasm, the Showtime, but if you look at it, with this M1 first started out right there, they had dudes doing this stuff, but then I wanted to tell them before, if you really want to see some Showtime, watch the Globetrotters. But the Globetrotters was doing it where they wasn't carrying and turning the ball over, doing things. Then you had guys in the entertainers that was doing it, coming at you, not standing still, making people move, and it was coming at you, going different ways with those same kind of tactics.
Okay, now, Predator, what position did you play concerning basketball?
They had me play power forward because my athleticism, and I was classified as an unrefined Oscar Robertson. The way I played the game, I dish, I look, I could shoot, I defend. I had a well-rounded game. Only thing with my problem was I ain't stay my butt in school like I was supposed to.
So let the youth know how important school is for those who want to be a ball player, man.
School is a balance. That's the way to go. That's your outlet. Homework, school.
Homework is school.
Basketball. Go hand in hand. It's called a balance.
Okay.
You create a balance.
So being that you played that position, when you speak of point guard, what's the ideal point guard? When we speak of these Knicks, man. Knicks need a point guard bad, man.
Ideal point guard is to get everybody involved. Run the show. Direct people. Send people where they need to be. Give them insight about how you guard and contain somebody. There's a lot of guards that just worry about me. You're not a point guard, you're a 2 guard. You're a scoring guard. When you don't tell nobody how to fix yourself up to help save the day for us as a unit, and you don't direct them to what's going on. Like we had a kid, David King, right here. When we played with the X-Men, we went up to 55th, we went 13-0. And my buddy asked me, he said, Brad, who you want? You want him or you want him? I said, you want Showtime, you'll take him. You want to win, you'll take David King. Smart guy, runs the floor, knows the game, points his people in the right direction, and talks to you. That's what you want.
So a point guard necessarily don't have to be a scorer?
No. You score when we need you to score. Like if they double down on your big man, you pop that thing. Bah. Keep the defense honest. If we get a guard that can keep the defense honest, it's not only about the dishing, it's about you help changing the game. Can you contain somebody? And that's what we need. We need you to direct the flow, change the flow, give emphasis on what needs to be done, what's coming. You can't just keep it to yourself. Because now you're selfish, because now all you're saying, all I need is mine. I got to get mine.
Okay.
It's not about yours. It's like what Kobe Bryant learned later on. I can dish, help my peoples win. I can score a lot of points. But if my boys don't win, my boys don't get comfortable back there, ain't no chance of us winning.
Okay, so I know you heard about Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, they bringing him.
Do you think he's the ideal point guard? Some say he's overpaid. He's just a role player coming behind Luka Doncic.
Gotta give him a chance. He can do it. He has the mechanics to do it. But like Knicks always had a problem with you bringing in people, but you wishing they can fly right off the top. No, you gotta help keep some old veterans that know the game smart. Pearl, Black Jesus,
right,
and Walt Frazier. You can have them come in and talk to some of these guys that you want to be at the point. Even though those guys ran the show, but they knew at the time 85% mental, I got to get my boys involved and help the guys out. I can't just think about scoring, so who's going to run the flow? Who's going to run the show? Who's going to direct my guys? Who's going to throw it to the big man?
Okay.
Who's going to give it to the other guys? You need that more than just, I get like Kyrie. He has the chances of being a great leader.
Right.
But those guys was raised to score,
okay,
to annihilate.
Okay.
Now you're a natural two guard, so I don't want to take you out of your comfort zone to make you run the show. Now he can't be the best that he want to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? You putting too much on him. I got to give up the ball. No, we know when you get the ball, we know what you're going to do. You're going to the rack and doing what you do. Every now and then, a two guard is supposed to create for others too, as well as himself.
Right.
Can't. But most of them guys should just got their horse blinders on, straight to the bucket. I got to get mine.
Okay.
Now,
and talk to the viewers about your history with Mr. Obi Toppin, man.
Young Obi from up in I'm taking my man gave me something on him when we used to go to Ossining back in the 90s. He was out there.
Show your drink, baby.
Oh yeah, we good. I'm ready to go get some more.
Yeah. Show that drink, baby. You know, I need some sponsors out this month.
My man, young Obi was out there. His father was out there playing with us. They were young. I think I got his father maybe about 10, 12 years. But then they played underneath us. And his sons, when he was younger, he was watching us play. Then they had the little biddies, the little kids playing. When he came with the notion of we're going to get that much better.
Obi.
Yeah, when they said we got Obi, everybody gave him claps and love like that. Like, yeah, he's going to help us in a position where we can get there. Now they missing a legit center, another four. They need a serious four, a legit center. You need Obi is in that position where he can be the three and guard a two, but he got to get his gun together. You need that a little bit more.
Now, you know Obi personally, and you know his pops.
Yeah.
So you played with his pops.
Yeah.
That's where Obi get his game from, bro.
Got his game from his dad and whatever else was taught to him. Because it only do is your dad show you first, and you harness a little something from everybody else. Like my daughter. I showed her basic things, and I said, whatever else you want to learn, you get it from your coaches in them, because they know your father, they respect your dad a little bit of love to show you some of these things, because they know you have the potential from your dad.
Your daughter played in college?
My daughter played with Rucker University. She played with the Liberty. Now she's with Atlanta.
And what's your daughter's name?
Kia Vaughn.
Kia Vaughn.
Yeah.
All right. So the viewers know, man.
She plays D for real.
Okay.
That's what they know.
All right.
She got 12 titles internationally.
Yeah.
She's looking for one here to seal a deal. I hope she get it.
How important is defense?
Very important. That win titles. It don't just win games. That win titles if you play it right.
Okay. Is it safe to say that you could be a very defensive player?
Yes, you can.
But if you can't score?
But defense creates offense. You get the defense, you get the offensive rebound. Put back. That's points.
Okay.
You get foul.
Okay.
Foul shooting. You get points.
All right.
Now, only thing defense don't do is right off the hand is get you to go one-on-one with a guy. But if you strip him and you're there, can get you buckets.
Okay. And 2 questions, and we out. You know Obi personally. What do you say to those who said on my channel as I'm doing street interviews like I'm doing with you,
Right.
that Obi is only good for fast breaks?
Okay. We're going to go with a couple of other guys on fast break rules. We had this young brother named Richie Parker when he played with us. Anytime we got the ball, because most of the time they tell him break, you get trained to break out. We did a thing where as defense, we need you collectively. Let's get the rebound first, then you fill in the lane. Because we filled in the lanes. I don't care. I get the rebound, I give it to my guard. I'm the first one out. Bust your ass to get down and fill in that lane. You have to. If you don't bust your ass, it's not going to work. The offense is not going to work. You got to fill in the lanes. Master Rob, one of the greatest passers I ever played with. Unselfish. Uncanny. You get that rebound, give it to somebody who knows what to do, like Magic Johnson. They used to give it to him and break out. You break out, get your spot done, boom. Now, on the other hand, they have to make him in practice to be a little bit more conservative for defensive measures first. Then get out on the end. There's nothing wrong with you being a fast break king. If you're helping us win and get a lead like that, then all means. But we're going to need you sometime. When that defensive measure comes from the opposition to get on you over here, we need you. Why are you breaking out? Your man is the one who got the rebound. The guy you're supposed to be containing the gun. We can't need you to break out. We need you here first. Let's gather, then y'all do what y'all do.
Okay, and last but not least, the nail in the coffin. We speak of coaching. Tom Thibodeau. He's the man.
Tom is a West Coast. He's an offensive-minded dude. He's very offensive-minded. Now, for him being that kind of way, his staff have to be chosen the right way. You got to have a defensive coach. You got to have guys in transition. You got to have another piece to a shooting coach. Because if you don't, because that's what we're missing. We can win the game. We can be winning the game 3 quarters. 4th quarter, midway, we're done. We don't have nobody to help us control it. So your offense, you can't now outscore other teams. That was old school West Coast running. When Magic was playing, 142 points, 162, 175, 168. Those were big numbers. That's because they was running and gunning. Now over here on the east side, you got to have some kind of defense to back you up, man. That offense is not going to help, especially if that other team can score and shoot. What you going to do? I had 30. He had 35 and got the win. So your shooting did what for us? Puts us in a bigger hole than we already had. So you got to mix, it's called balance. The same thing with your books. When we played in school, you failed your class, you couldn't play. They go hand in hand. You have to play D. You want to get over that hump? Your defense and your foul shooting have to be exceptional.
All right, man. That's what it is, man. The OG, the Predator, man. We at the Kingdom, man. He's on Real Talk with Nick.
That's right, my man. Nick Love. Come on in, y'all.
All right, and that's what it is. Peace.